Yes, so good afternoon to dear students. Today I will discuss about the maximum demand, load factor, diversity factor, plant factor, and their influences on the plant design. This is the part of Unit 5 and the last unit of the power plant engineering. This is the outline of the today lectures, terms and the definition, central load and the demand, maximum demand or the peak load, demand and the load factors, diversity factor, types of load, load duration curve, fixed and the operational cost, economy in the plant selections, factor affecting economics in the plant selection and the generation of power. This is the first slide of the today lectures, in which first parameter, that is law of the connected load. Connected load of any system or a part of system is a combined continuous rating of the all the receiving operators or the consumer premises which is connected to the system are part of the system under the consideration. It means in which the plant जहाँ पे भी आपके लोड से रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं, पंखे, ट्यूबलाइट, जो भी इक्विपमेंट्स लगे हुए हैं, उन सब चीज़ों का लोड काउंट होता है. वो भले ही 10 वाट का हो, 20 वाट का हो, 50 वाट का हो, 100 वाट का हो. तो ये सारी चीज़ें एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड इसलिए हैं क्योंकि इन सब से मिलके बनता है लोड. इन सब चीज़ों को डिनाई नहीं कर सकते, इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते. जितनी भी चीज़ वहाँ पे लगी, पंखे, ट्यूबलाइट और ऑल दी ऑपरेटर्स, उन सब से जितना भी लोड कम्युलेटिव होता जा रहा है वो कनेक्टेड लोड के रूप में है. दिस इज द डिमांड. Demand of an oscillation systems is the load that is drawn from the source of supply at the receiving terminals, that is the average over a suitable and the specified interval of the time, that is called a demand. And the demand is expressed in a kilowatts, kiloamperes और the suitable units. तो डिमांड जो है किसी भी सिस्टम के लिए जो सोर्स से सप्लाई हो रहा है, it is called average or the suitable interval of time, and demand is represented kilowatt. डिमांड को कई बार किलोवाट, किलोवाट एम्पियर्स और अदर सुटेबल यूनिट में प्रेजेंट करते हैं. Maximum demand or the peak load. The maximum demand of an installation of a system is the greatest of all the demands that have occurred during a given period. It is determined by the measurement according to the specifications over a prescribed interval of the time. This is the maximum demand or the peak load. That is the demand factor. It is the ratio of the maximum demand or the connected load. Maximum demand, it is the occurring during the peak time. जब पीक टाइम चल रहा हो तो उस टाइम पे यदि डिमांड जो आती है तो उसे मैक्सिमम डिमांड बोलते हैं. एंड इट इज एक्सप्रेसली मैथमेटिकली दैट इज द रेशियो ऑफ मैक्सिमम डिमांड टू द कनेक्टेड लोड. What is the load factor? That is the ratio of the average load to the maximum demand. The load factor, that is the ratio of the average power to the maximum demand. In the each case, the interval of the maximum load and the period over which the average is taken should be definitely specified. ये जितनी भी चीज़ों की बात कर रहे हैं एवरेज लोड की, ये स्पेसिफाइड पीरियड के लिए डिफाइंड रहती है. And such an half an hour monthly load factor. The proper interval and the period are usually dependent upon the local conditions and upon the purpose for which the load factor is to be used. Expressing the definition mathematically by the load factor equal to the average load upon the maximum demand. The diversity factor of any system, it is the ratio of the maximum power demand of the subdivisions of the system or a part of a system to the maximum demands of the whole system or part of the system under consideration, that is measure at a point of supply. And the diversity factor by the mathematically, that is equal to the sum of the individual maximum demands to the maximum demands of the entire group. Types of load, there are the number of loads which are occurring in an industry or in a plant, power plant. That is, first is the residential load, and this is the type of load include the domestic lights, power needed for the domestic appliances such as the radios, television, water heaters, refrigerators, electric cookers, and the small motors for the pumping water. Commercial load, it includes the lightings for the shop, advertisements, and the electrical appliances and used in the shops and the restaurants. That is, the industrial loads consist of the load demands of the various industries. Municipal loads, it consists of the street lighting, power required for the water supply and the drainage purpose. Irrigation load, this type of the load includes electrical power needed for the pumps driven by the electrical motors to supply water to the fields. Traction load, it includes trams, cars or the trolleys, bus and the railways. Load duration curve represented as the rearrangement of all the load elements of the chronological load curve in order of the descending magnitude. This curve is derived from the chronological load curve. So load curve, it is drawing between the power and the time hours. And if considering of the maximum load on the power station, that is the maximum 35 kilowatt from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is plotted in the figure and showing the in a graph that is called a load duration curve. This is the graph representing the total power distribution in a timely basis. From the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. there is a time limit or there is a power limitation also. After that 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. that there is a need of more power. In between of the 2 to 6 p.m. there is a need of more power, and after that there will be a decreasing manner. And this is the graph where the cumulative power will be presented in a graph. The vertical ordinate that is represented in the load kilowatt and the horizontal are represented in the time in hours. The following parts are the points are the worth noting. The area under the load duration curve and the correspondingly chronological load curve is equal and the represented the total energy delivered by the generating stations. Load duration curve gives a clear analysis of the generating power economically. Proper selection of the base load power plant and the peak load power plant becomes easier. जो भी peak load power plant होते हैं बहुत ही easier होते हैं यदि उनका selection proper तरीके से base load power plant को लेके किया जाए. And the load duration curve, it gives a clear analysis of the generating power economically. There are the number of costs representing here. Fixed cost, initial cost of the plant. Initial cost of the plant is which include the land cost, building cost, equipment cost, installation cost, and the overhead charges. Operational cost, the elements that make up the operating expenditures of the power plant include the following cost. That is the cost of fuel, जो कि vary करती है. Labor cost, time to time vary करती है. Cost of maintenance and the repair, time to time vary करता है. Cost of stores, other than the fuels, जितना भी आइटम आप किसी भी चीज के लिए एक्स्ट्रा लेके चल रहे हैं या मंगा के चल रहे हैं तो उसकी जो स्टोरिंग कॉस्ट रहेगी वो ज़्यादा रहती है या वेरी करती है. सुपरविजन कॉस्ट रहती है वो भी वेरी करती है. एंड द टैक्सेस अकॉर्डिंग टू द गवर्नमेंट रूल रेगुलेशंस दीज कॉस्ट विल बी वेरी. इकोनॉमिक्स इन द प्लांट सिलेक्शंस, तो कभी भी प्लांट का सिलेक्शंस जो रहता है करने के लिए इक्विपमेंट का जो साइज और डिज़ाइन है वो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट रहता है. And it gives the lowest unit cost of the production is usually chosen. The working efficiency is generally higher with the larger size of the plant with the high load factor operationals. Also, the capital cost per unit installation reduces as the plant is increased in size. Bigger size of the plant would require the greater investment and the possibilities of the lower than the optimum load factor usually increases with the large size of the plant. Steam power plant, as the throttle pressure and the temperature are raised, the capital cost increases, but the cycle efficiency is increased. The advantages of the high pressure and the temperature is generally not apparent below the capacity of the 10,000 kilowatt unless the fuel cost is very high. Heat rates may be improved further through the reheating and the regeneration, but again in the capital cost of the additional equipment has to be balanced engaged again in the operating cost. The use of the heat reclaiming devices such as the air preheater and the economizer has to be considered from the point of economy in the consumption of the fuel, such that the internal combustion engine plant जहाँ की efficiency को improve करने के लिए compression ratio का इस्तेमाल करते हैं और compression ratio बढ़ाने के लिए higher pressure ratio करते हैं, जिसके लिए heavier construction of equipment की requirement रहती है जो कि suddenly या correspondingly cost को बढ़ाता है. तो किसी भी प्लांट की डिज़ाइन करनी है या इंजन की डिज़ाइन करनी है तो उसके लिए हमें कॉस्ट पैरामीटर को ध्यान में रख के करना चाहिए ताकि हम उसके साथ साथ मतलब बोलना चाहिए वर्किंग के साथ साथ हम उसकी कॉस्ट को भी मैनेज कर सकें. सपोज दैट यदि आईसी इंजन के केस में यदि हम 4 स्ट्रोक और 2 स्ट्रोक की बात करेंगे तो जो आपका 4 स्ट्रोक का इंजन है वो ज़्यादा थर्मल एफिशिएंसी प्रोवाइड करता है कंपेरिजन टू द 2 स्ट्रोक के, बट वहाँ पे कॉस्ट ज़्यादा रहती है. फोर स्ट्रोक के केस में कॉस्ट ज़्यादा रहती है, क्योंकि इफिशिएंसी ज़्यादा थर्मल की मिल रही है, सेपरेट स्ट्रोक में आपका एग्जॉस्टिंग प्रोसेस हो रही है, तो वहाँ पे कॉस्ट ज़्यादा रहती है, बट वेट में भी कम रहता है. द कॉस्ट ऑफ द सुपरचार्जर may be the justified if there is a substantial gain in the engine power which may balance the additional supercharger cost. जो सुपरचार्जर की कॉस्ट है वो भी जस्टिफाइड कहता है इंजन पावर के साथ में, जो कि बैलेंस करते हैं एडिशनल सुपरचार्जर कॉस्ट के साथ में. गैस टरबाइन पावर प्लांट की यदि बात करेंगे तो जो कॉस्ट गैस टरबाइन पावर प्लांट की रहती है इंक्रीज होती है सिंपल प्लांट की कंपैरिजन में बाय इंक्लूजन ऑफ द अदर इक्विपमेंट सच एज द इंटरकूलर, रीजनरेटर एंड द रीहीटर. But the gain in the thermal efficiency and thereby a reduction in the operating cost may justify this additional expenses in the first cost. हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पावर प्लांट की यदि बात करेंगे तो वो एज कंपेयर्ड विद द थर्मल स्टेशंस, इन अ हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पावर प्लांट हैज अ लिटिल ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट एंड इट्स सफिशिएंट वाटर इज अवेलेबल to cater to peak loads and the special conditions for the applications of these plants. Justified power can be produced at a small cost. Plant economy, the capital cost per unit install is higher if the quantity of the water is small. Also, the unit cost of conveying water to the water powerhouses is greater if the quantity of water is small. तो स्टोरेज कॉस्ट रहती है पर यूनिट के लिए यदि देखें तो लोअर रहती है इफ द क्वांटिटी ऑफ द वाटर स्टोरेज लार्ज. And the existing plant capacity may be increased by storing the additional water through the increasing the height of the dam or by diverting the water from the other streams into the head reservoir. What are the factors affecting the economics of the generation and the distribution of power? There are the number of factors which greatly influenced by the load factor, demand factor, and the utilization factor. Load factor in a hydroelectric power station with water available and the fixed staff for the maximum output, the cost per unit generated at 100% load factor would have the cost per unit at 50% load factor. In a steam power station, the difference would not be so pronounced in the fuel cost, consists of the major item in the operating cost and that does not vary in the same proportion as the load factor. जो कॉस्ट रहती है 100% लोड में वो ज़्यादा रहती है कंपेरिजन टू द 2/3 ऑफ द लोड कंडीशंस में. For a diesel station, the cost of per unit generated at the 100% load factor may be about the 3/4 of a same as that of 50% of the load factor. डीजल स्टेशन की यदि बात करेंगे तो वहां पे यदि आप जो कॉस्ट देखेंगे तो 3/4 रहेगी कंपेरिजन टू द 50% of the load factor. From the above discussion, it follows that the hydroelectric power station should be run at its maximum load continuously on all units. Steam power station should be run in such a way that all its running units are economically loaded. Diesel power plant should not be included or the fluctuating rated load as a standby. What are the demand factor and the utilization factor? क्या होता है डिमांड फैक्टर और यूटिलाइजेशन फैक्टर? तो ए हायर एफिशिएंट स्टेशन जो भी रहता वर्क करता है उसमें यदि आप देखेंगे तो लो यूटिलाइजेशन फैक्टर रहता है, में प्रोड्यूस द हाई यूनिट कॉस्ट. द टाइम ऑफ मैक्सिमम डिमांड ऑकरिंग इन अ सिस्टम इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. In an interconnected system, a study of the curve of the all station is necessary to plan most economical operation. The individual should be load at the most efficient and the cheapest power producing station to the greatest extent possible. Such station called a base load stations carry the full load over the 24 hours. The station in the medium range of the efficiency are the operated only the during the two shifts of the 8 hours during the 16 hours of the average load. The older or the less efficient station are the used as a peak or the standby station only and are operated rarely or for the short periods of the time. Presently, there is a tendency to use units of the large capacity to reduce the space cost and to handle large loads. However, the maximum economical benefits of the large sets occur only when they are the run continuously at the near full load. Running of large sets for the long periods at a lower than maximum continuous rating increases the cost of the unit generated. So that is the today lectures. That's it. If you have any questions, please ask me.